Hello, it's Josie. It's been a minute since last made a video. Last time I made it was when I won Mixed Masters. A lot has happened since then. I picked up Deadlock, I dropped SG because I just stopped having fun with it, which I'll get into more later, but I feel like this video is more talking about why I left SG, why I got into Deadlock, and some other stuff, personal stuff, as like some fucking video plays of me just playing the game. Okay, so the basic summary of it is I quit SG because I was just not having a fun time with it anymore. It was just sucking for me. Like, it felt dry after I won Mixed Masters, and I literally just got on the game just to like get mad later. So, and I think I remember the specific time I dropped this game. I played a set with a friend, and I was just having a miserable experience. It was just not my day, and I just had like an attack of like self-consciousness, of like self-awareness, of like knowing that like I'm ruining this guy's experience with the game. Like, I'm being so mad right now. I'm not ruining only my experience, but someone else's, and I feel like, oh, this is really bad. So I decided to like, yeah, I'm just not gonna play this game anymore. I'm not having fun, and it keeps bothering me to this day where that thing happens. And I feel like taking a step back from that is just a good way to just kind of just realize what's going on and what I can do to improve as a person, or like as a friend in general. Okay, now into why I chose Deadlock over any other FG. I didn't want to learn another FG. I was leaning towards Guilty Gear Xrd, or Xrd, however the fuck you say it. But I just didn't want to learn another FG, so I decided to play Deadlock because it's been a minute since I played a Valve game, and Deadlock, the cast of Deadlock looked fun as fuck. And then I found Ivy, which is the most fun I've ever had in a shooting game. Where like Spirit Ivy is just the most fun I've ever had in so long. It's so awesome. It's like a breath of fresh air where I just learned something new. I've never played a MOBA before. I haven't really taken the shooter seriously, so this is just a step in the right direction for me personally. So I think learning this game properly is just, I think it'll be good for me. Even though I really enjoy this game, I feel like I just have very few issues, which is I hate the learning process. I hate being asked. This was also when I started SG. I just hated just being terrible at the game and just having to learn and having to get curb stomped in order to get better. Like, I hate that. But it's unavoidable at the end of the day, so I can't really complain too much. But there's also the fact when I do play with friends, like when I play with my friends, they're really high rank. Like, they're like in phantom rank. They're actually really good at the game. My only issues is that like whenever I play with my friends, I feel like I'm doing fucking nothing. I'm just like dead weight to the stack. And when I solo queue, I feel like there's not a sane person on the other side of the monitor. And it's just not, I don't think it's fun. Like, we're just not that same consistent amount of coordination. But again, that's just gambling in solo queue, so I guess that's my fault for solo queuing at all. Also, there's the argument of me just like this is my first shooter and this is my first MOBA or whatever. Like, I don't like that argument. I think it sucks. Like, it's true, but like, I don't want that to be an excuse. I don't want to. It's not that it's bad advice. It's just like, oh my god, I hate being asked. I hate it. I hate it a lot, but it's whatever, I guess. So right now I'm just gonna say what playing these games have taught me, and like what I've seen like in myself with these current issues. I've realized when I play with my friends, I tend to be a really big hypocrite. Like, I shit talk to one of my friends and like kind of be an asshole to them, thinking they'll take it as a joke. But whenever that shit happens to me, I get so pissed off, and I feel like that's just another attack of this like self-awareness where it's just like I'm not being conscious of what I'm saying. I'm just saying shit, and when it happens to me, I'm not appreciative of it. Or like, I need to know, like, I feel like I need to know other people's boundaries and like what they're chill with and what they're not chill with. And I feel like I'm just not being consistent when it comes to knowing people's boundaries and what they fuck with and what they don't. There's also a feeling of not belonging. Like, even though I have like the best friend group ever, shout out to Saws, I just feel like I just don't belong with these people. Like, I feel like every single time I hang out with these people, I feel like I'm just not in their league, or just like I feel like I just don't feel like I exist. It's a weird thing. It's a weird feeling that I have. I just don't know why. It's just like I feel like I'm just being annoying and not contributing to anything important. Like this doesn't even have to do with the game. It just feels like whenever I have a conversation with them or something like that, I feel like I'm either too young or like too uninformed to be like a source of like a good contributor to the conversation. So that's what really just kind of like unsettles me a lot. Also, this also just leads to me being extremely paranoid with like whenever I try to like, I feel like whenever I'm not being entertaining, I feel like I'm fucking up. Whenever I'm being too quiet, I feel like I'm just gonna just be ignored and shrugged off. So just like I'm constantly like having like, I'm panicking, I'm fucking having anxiety and shit, and it's just like it's like a whole thing. It's just like, and also still have the fucking doomer mentality from SG where I think it's fucking over when it's clearly not, and I feel like still having that mentality just still ruins the experience for other people. And yeah, it's something I'm still trying to improve on, but still it's something that I still have, and I think it's good to address that. I don't do this just to make people like feel bad for me. I think that shit is so corny. I just do it because of me. I don't do it because of anyone else. I do it because I want to get it off my chest. I want it to be like a reminder to myself that I'm not a perfect person, and I feel like addressing that makes you a better person, and I think that's a good thing on my part at the very least. Even though I have a lot of flaws, a lot of bad flaws, I feel like there's enough good for me to be aware of what I'm doing wrong and how I can improve, possibly, maybe. If there's anything I learn for this, I just need to be, I just need to stop overthinking things a lot. Like, I tend to just think like, oh my god, everyone around me hates me, and I don't think that's the case. I just need to just, you know, just take things how they are, not face value, I should say, but more in a lighthearted, like, stance, I guess. And another thing is to just reach out to the people who care about, even like, especially with the people that care about you, I doubt that they're gonna actually just like be annoyed at you when you reach out. I feel like they're just there to help you more than anything else. Like, I think this is a lesson more for me, I feel like it's just like especially when I play Deadlock, I feel like I'm not doing anything at all, and I kind of get anxious about that. And I don't feel like telling anyone else about that. So like, we just lost lane 30 minutes ago, and I'm telling you how I'm fucking anxious playing this game. Like, I don't feel like that's natural, but I feel like that's something, if it gets bad enough, I feel like I will address on my own terms. But I feel like just in mentioning this at all, like mentioning the topic, I feel like that's a step forward, I think. And I feel like the last thing I take away from this is I just need to be more aware of what people like and what people don't like. I said this earlier like 100 times, but I feel like I just need to get to know the people around me more often to see what they're chill with, what they're not chill with. And I feel like, and if it's my favor, I feel like if I really don't like something that someone does, I feel like I need to speak out and let someone know. I get kind of nervous because I feel like I'm going to break a bond by doing that. But I feel like in reality, I don't think I break a bond over just like showing what you like or what you don't like. I feel like that's a good way of like strengthening a relationship, and I think that's a good thing. So yeah, talk to your friends, tell them how you feel. Yeah, don't overthink. You're great how you are. You just need to approve stuff, but everybody does. And yeah, just don't trash on people all the time. I think that's kind of a bad thing. No one's perfect, and I think laughing at people's flaws all the time is kind of lame, but that's just me, though. Oh shit!
No.
I guess Tofu's there now.
Here, come up more.
I'm gonna come here.
Why am I stuck inside of the wall?